What's talking is Street Talk online. Over the weekend, a job posting looking for swabbers and swab assistants by the Employment and Employability Institute under NTUC went viral on the internet. The high monthly salary of 3,400 to 3,800, which was offered in the ad, attracted a lot of attention from netizens as well as healthcare workers who had very strong opinions on the matter. In this week's episode, we find out how people feel about the COVID swabber job position. Let's go! How do you feel about the 3,400 to 3,800 monthly wage being offered to swabbers? Why do you think the government is doing it?
It's a smart move on them, right? By taking their essential service and not stretching the healthcare sector even further, but instead taking this essential service, which really doesn't require much training, and then allowing those who don't have a job or don't have employment at this point in time, right, to sign up for this or to take that as employment, right? So it's a smarter idea than just sending out relief packages or support packages. You actually create jobs during this time where the market is down, the economy is contracting, right? So all in all, I think it's a pretty smart plan. Yeah.
I think it is pretty good a gesture by the government to offer Singaporeans that job itself, because I believe that a lot of people are out of job and that people are also looking for an alternative source of income, right? So now obviously there's a lot more cases and that they are going full force to actually get more people to be tested. So obviously with that, there's a lot more demand for people to be recruited. So I think it's a good gesture.
I think for the salary, it's danger money. So I think it's appropriate. I think the government doesn't have enough of people or anticipating that the number of people infected is going to rise. So they are introducing the location. Now they've got to get the people to support the location. And I think this is something that now they are going a step ahead. Before is very reflective. You start, then you do. Now they're thinking, let's jump. And they seem to have the funds.
For such a high-risk job, what would be a fair salary?
I can't judge this because for different people, different amounts make a huge difference. There are people who are single, living with single parents and stuff, and they might really need it. For someone like them, this might be a really big amount, and I don't think I can really judge what a fair salary is. Like for me, I could say if you give me 5 digits, I am more than happy to do it. But yeah, I think it depends on person to person and who needs it more.
I think this 3,000 to 3,004 to 3,008 is okay because the person not confirmed, it's not confirmed that the person has COVID-19. If you are working with people who has confirmed COVID-19, then of course you will expect more.
I think if you're looking at what they are offering, 3,400, 3,500, I think that's fair. One has to consider what is the working hours, and I think it's going to be very long hours. So they are testing the market because they really don't know whether people will come in forward. But apparently from the response, it's been very, very good. Question now is quality of people. That is now going to be the key. If they can't match the quality inside, outside, or whatever they offer, they'll get the response, but they won't get the quality.
I don't know that there's a fair number. Of course, it's very difficult to put a number, especially when you're talking about somebody's health, somebody's wellness, somebody's life, right? These kinds of things, you can't really put a dollar and cents value on it, right? So I think risk is something that is inherent to a lot of jobs, and it's very hard to monetize it. I think what this demonstrates, right, why people are so upset is because the risk is finally being acknowledged. For the longest time, police officers, miners, people who worked in very dangerous jobs, cleaners who are exposed to unhygienic conditions, the risk that they took on was not recognized, and only now is the risk being recognized because it's a global pandemic. So what I hope for is that people recognize that risk is an inherent part of a job, and it should be financially recuperated or remunerated to the individual. So not just in this one instance, but in every instance out there.
Would you do it? Why?
If you pay me high enough, sure, why not? I am sure if the government is hiring swabbers, they're also going to ensure that their safety and everything is taken care of. So I wouldn't mind doing it, but yeah, of course you gotta pay me a lot more than that to put my life at risk.
I'm quite glad to let this pretty nice opportunity go off to people who need it a bit more, right? So I think, if you really are down on your luck, right, you don't have a job, right, then take it up. If you're bored, you want extra income, you see this as a financial opportunity, I would say maybe just stay away from that.
I wouldn't, because I don't think I would imagine myself, in that kind of situation, helping people to swap, because that's not what I like to do. And I don't think sort of my financial situation warrants that kind of action at this point. I want to focus on things that I am trained on and that I like at this point. Yeah, but personally, I won't go for such kind of position.
It seems like Singaporeans share the same sentiment that the wage being offered is reasonable and that the government is trying to provide more job opportunities. Even though most Singaporeans are reluctant to take up the job, they believe that this is a good initiative for the nation. However, how do healthcare workers feel about this? We conducted a survey to dig deeper. Our results shows that a majority of healthcare workers feel that the salaries being offered to the swabbers is not equitable to what trained nurses are getting. This is based on a lot of factors such as workload, occupational risk, and job scope. The remaining respondents were more receptive towards the initiative, saying that this is only a temporary job that has no benefits such as career progression or medical benefits, hence it is okay for such a salary to be offered. Most of the respondents also feel that this initiative is an unfair move by the government, as they believe that the salary being offered is too high and nurses face a higher risk of getting COVID compared to the swabbers. Although most of them shared the same thought that the government might be doing all this to step up COVID testing, they believe that more should be done in terms of compensating the nurses for all that they have been doing so far. What do you think? Is the salary being offered fair for the job? Would you apply to be a swabber, and why do you think the government brought out this initiative? Let us know down in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to Happy TV's YouTube channel. Until next time, this is Street Talk. Stop talking already. Bye!